Singapore has been described as a superconductor of the coronavirus outbreak. It has so far recorded 58 confirmed cases of coronavirus infections, which is one of the highest outside China. But why has Singapore been described as a superconductor of the global coronavirus outbreak? To begin with, Singapore is a major financial hub. Singapore's Changi International Airport is one of the most interconnected airports in the world. An international flight takes off or lands every 80 seconds. It is precisely this strait which has made Singapore the nerve center from where the coronavirus reportedly spread to many other countries. Several international cases of coronavirus in the UK and South Korea have been traced to Singapore. And now countries are advising against travel to the international hub. One specific business conference which took place at a luxury hotel in mid-January is under investigation. More than 100 people attended the sales conference, including some from China. Just a week after this meeting, confirmed cases of coronavirus infections starting popping up from South Korea to Malaysia to the United Kingdom and even in Spain. A 41-year-old Malaysian national who was part of this conference was first diagnosed with the coronavirus. Soon, his sister and mother-in-law caught the infection from him. Two South Korean nationals who attended the conference were also diagnosed with the coronavirus infections. A British national, Steve Walsh, who was at the conference, was described as a super spreader after attending and contracting the coronavirus in Singapore. He flew off for a skiing holiday in the French Alps and is suspected to have infected 11 others from Britain, France and Spain. But this was just one business conference. Singapore is a top destination for business meetings and international travels. An estimated 3.62 million Chinese travelers visited Singapore. Especially in the wake of the protests which broke out in Hong Kong, Singapore had emerged as a destination which would benefit. Hong Kong's loss was hailed as Singapore's gain. A lot of Chinese businesses shifted their headquarters, but in the wake of the coronavirus outbreak, this gain of Chinese business travelers appears to have turned into a bane for Singapore. In the first week of February, Pakistan decided to resume flights to and from China. The move, drawing sharp criticism, came as dozens of airlines across the world. By its own admission, though, Pakistan is not equipped to both contain or treat the suspected cases. And yet, it continues to receive hundreds of passengers, including Chinese nationals, at a time when the very same day, 3 flights from China were around 350 passengers, including Chinese nationals, landed in Pakistan. Currently, there are 8 flights from China to Pakistan that operate weekly. And curiously enough, February 3rd is also when Pakistan reportedly said that it had developed its very own COVID-19 diagnostics kit. Around 100 passengers from Beijing, Hangzhou and other places land in Pakistan and go about their day every week. Most of these flyers are not tourists, but engineers and high-level contractors that supervise the many works ongoing in Pakistan with Chinese money. So given the volume of to and fro travel from China, how is it that Pakistan has not declared any confirmed case of the novel coronavirus? In the Indian subcontinent, both India and Nepal have confirmed coronavirus carriers. Given the volume of what we know, poor health infrastructure in Pak, economic interests outweighing emergent health concerns, and a steady number of suspected cases, versus what we don't know, the actual number of infected or confirmed cases, forms the basis of what we ask. By not disclosing possible infections, is Pakistan playing with fire? The relationship between the two nations is often described by Pak officials in poetic terms. China too considers Pakistan a quote-unquote all-weather friend, forming the basis of that friendship are billions of dollars in loans as part of Beijing's Belt and Road Infrastructure project. The story here isn't just about money, though. It is about Beijing's ability to exert copious amounts of pressure on significantly weaker nations. And it's certainly about a nation-state doing all it can not to provoke its biggest arms supplier.